We begin our time together, and I will read the obituary for Patty. Patricia Patty O'Reilly Miller, 83, passed away on Saturday, August 9th, 2025, at Munson Medical Center, surrounded by the love of her family. Just shy of her 84th birthday, our beloved wife, mother, and matriarch departed this world, leaving a legacy of love, strength, and harmony. Born on October 29, 1941 in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, to John Jack and Doris Smith O'Reilly, Patty was raised in a home filled with music and laughter. Family sing-alongs around the piano were a cherished tradition, often recorded on her father's recordio, a rare luxury that preserved not only music, but the sound of daily life and love, mailed to distant relatives in an era before long-distance calls were practical. Patty's passion for music led her to the Bynum School of Music at Northwestern University, one of the nation's most prestigious conservatories. Her exceptional talent earned her the distinction of becoming the school's first freshman soloist in the senior choir, a point of pride that she carried for life. While at Northwestern, she met Frederick Medora, whom she married in December of her first year, returning to Sioux Falls for the ceremony. They eventually settled in Skokie, Illinois, where they raised 3 children. Patty was a devoted mother, deeply involved in Girl Scouts, school activities, and annual summer camping trips, and she made it her mission to raise self-sufficient, confident children. She believed in equal footing. Her daughters learned how to change tires, and her son learned to cook and do laundry. As her children grew more independent in the mid to late 70s, Patty began working outside the home, managing Miller's Steakhouse on Western Avenue. They were famous for their baby back ribs, and Patty was the hostess that everyone loved. In the early 80s, the family relocated to Simsbury, Connecticut, where Patty embraced community life and served with the Simsbury Junior Women's Club. She continued to balance grace and grit, as she had throughout her life, whether volunteering or supporting her family's next chapter. A few years later, another move brought them to Westport, Connecticut. There, Patty began working with Dr. Leonard Zaslow, a pioneering prosthodontist, launching a dental software company, Superbite Incorporated, where she played a key role in early marketing efforts. After Frederick's untimely passing in 1989, Patty returned to the Chicago area, where she reunited with James Miller, her best friend and former neighbor from their Skokie years. They had lived across the street from one another decades earlier, raising similar-aged children who played together. What began as a deep friendship blossomed into love, and they were married in November 1992 in Kohler, Wisconsin, joining 2 families into one. Patty joined Jim in running the family business Murphy and Miller Incorporated, a respected commercial HVAC firm founded by Jim's father. As chairman, Patty brought a sense of unity to the company, bridging engineering, sales, and service with both professionalism and warmth. Though they lived full-time in Chicago, Patty and Jim spent many cherished summers with family in Lake Leelanau, Michigan, a place of deep peace and renewal for them both. Over the years, they poured love and care into personalizing their lakeside home, making it a welcoming haven for their children and grandchildren. Patty delighted in the simple joys of life there, cooking for a full house, tending to her garden, painting, boating, and watching the ever-changing moods of the sky and water from sunrise to sunset. In 2023, they fulfilled a lifelong dream by making Lake Leelanau their permanent home. Patty is survived by her devoted husband of 32 years, James Miller, and was preceded in death by her first husband of 29 years, Frederick Medora. She is lovingly remembered by her children, Michelle and Robert Shaw, Lori Wayne, and Mark and Jennifer Medora. Her stepchildren as her mini-grandchildren, her stepchildren, James Miller Jr. and Eileen, Shannon and Kirk Miller Lutz, and Danielle Martin Solomon, as well as her mini-grandchildren, Brandon Williams and Susan, Ellison O'Reilly and Murphy, C.J. Williams, Griffin Williams, Jason and Stephanie Wayne, Jake and Sarah Miller, A.J. DePietrio, Joseph Solomon, and great-grandchildren Aubrey and Owen Williams. She was also preceded in death by her parents, John and Doris O'Reilly, her sister and brother-in-law, Marianne and Dennis White, and her son-in-law, Thomas Wayne. Patty will be remembered for her intelligence, poise, and unfailing kindness, a life filled with song, laughter, and the steady strength of a woman who always put love and faith at the center of everything that she did.